Hello dear students, welcome to the video tutorial on machine learning. So in this video, we are going to start with the lab programs of machine learning. So I have requested all of you to join the Google Classroom, but most of you have not joined the Google Classroom of lab programs. Please, all of you please join the Google Classroom where I have uploaded the materials of all the data sets of machine learning lab, as well as I have uploaded the journal also, lab journal. So in this video, I'm going to explain the first lab program as well as the second lab program. So first I will show you the content of this machine learning lab. So the contents are, so we have totally 10 programs in this lab. So as you can see here, so the first program is Findess algorithm, which we have already discussed in our class. Okay, so you first go through that video of Findess algorithm, then you can come to know about the programs of this Findess algorithm. Then we have also seen the candidate elimination algorithm in the class. So the same algorithm is there. So we have to execute this algorithm by using Python language. Then ID3 algorithm is there, that also we have seen. We have back propagation algorithm, Bayesian classifier algorithm, just now I have discussed naive Bayes classifier. Okay, Bayesian classifier for medical data, same naive Bayes classifier we have to apply for medical data. Then EM algorithm, I am going to explain it in the next video. Then we have k nearest neighbor algorithm, that is KNN, and last algorithm that we have to execute here is locally weighted regression algorithm. So totally we have 10 programs to execute in this lab. Okay, so we'll go one by one and we'll start with the first algorithm, that is Findess algorithm. Okay, so we know what is Findess algorithm in the module number 1. Findess algorithm will give you the maximally specific hypothesis, or I can say it as a maximally specific hypothesis, that is the hypothesis which will fit to all the training data, that is called as maximally specific hypothesis. Okay, or you can also call it as a most specific hypothesis. Okay, so this is the aim of the first program, that is implement and demonstrate the Findess algorithm for the most specific hypothesis based on the set of training data samples. So set of training data samples will be given to you, so which is called as .csv files. So first all of you have to first create the data set. Okay, whenever in the machine learning lab or in the machine learning program, whenever we want to execute anything, so first you should have the data set sample, training data set sample, otherwise you cannot train the machine and machine will not learn from your data. So you should have the proper data set so that machine can learn from your data and it can execute the further procedures. Okay, so the training data is present in the .csv file. Okay, so .csv is nothing but, so in the Excel you can write all the data, which is I'll show it now, and then you can save it as .csv. So extension of that is .csv, which is called as comma separated value. Okay, so this is the program that we have written it in a Python language. So first we have to import that CSV file, because all this data set is available in the CSV file, and that CSV file we need to open it in a read mode. Okay, so our file name is tennis1.csv. so where I have stored all my data as a comma separated value, and I have to open it in a read mode, and the name given to that file as a alias, as is called as alias name in the Python. So you guys all know Python very well, so you already know all these things. Okay, so f is a alias name given for that. Then we have to open it, that file we have to open it, and the values are stored in a reader. And list is nothing but it's a array kind of format. Okay, so you already know what is array, what is list, so in the previous Python classes. So we are opening that reader, that file in a array format, and it contains 6 attributes. So this all 6 attributes initially it is initialized to null, or we can also call it as a pi. Okay, so then what we can do is we can take each of these values from the data set. So I'll show you the data set also. Yeah, so this is the data set that have 6 attributes, and all 6 attributes values are given here, and this last is a output of that particular day. So for example, this is tennis, whether Aldo can play tennis or not. So these are the attribute value, and based on that attribute value we can judge whether he can play the tennis or not. Okay, so first it will take, so first day value, so in the for loop, so it will go on taking one by one value. So if it is true, then it will take that value, and we can convert that this most specific hypothesis. So it will compare with all these values, sunny, warm, normal, strong, warm, same, all these values are compared with this all pi value, and only if it is true, then we have to change the value. So now 0 is compared with sunny, so that which is the first value, so the first value is changed as sunny. Second, 0 is compared with warm, and then 0 is compared with normal, like this, and it goes on. So similarly, you know that in the in this FindS algorithm, so first sunny is there, okay, second warm and normal, then so strong, warm, and same, last value is same. So, and if you see the second data set over here, so second data set is also, so I'll show you the data set first. Okay, so second data set is also classified as positive. So second data set, first value is sunny compared with sunny, so there is no change, so first it will write as it is. Then it is warm, so here also it is warm. So next is high, here it is normal, so that value will be replaced by question mark. Okay, so whenever there is a change in previous value and the next upcoming value database, it will be changed as question mark. Okay, so otherwise we have to keep the same value as it is. X is nothing but the same instance value. So like this, sunny is kept as sunny, warm is kept as warm only. Okay, so like this we have to check it for all the values, all the data set. Okay, and we should not check for negative data set. Please remember that. So this FindS algorithm will not work for negatively classified data set, only we have to take the positively classified data set. Hence here, as you can see here in the program, so here we have to only take true values. Okay, true means this one, last value will be, so it is classified as true. So last values, yeah, this one. So here he has taken it as true. You can also write it as yes, or you can change it as true, because in the program he has taken it as true. True and yes both are same, and no is nothing but false. So you can change it like this, or else in the program only you can change, wherever true is there you can change it as yes and keep the data set as it is. So choice is yours. So but the value should be same. Okay, here if it is yes, there also it should be yes. Here if it is true, there also it should be true. Okay, you please check it, and please according to the data set that you have taken, you have to write it. And we have saved this data set as a tennis.csv. Okay, tennis1.csv. So when you execute this program, we will get the result as, so as you can see here, so this is the data set value, and then here we will get the maximally specific output. Okay, so for sunny, here it is also sunny, and here it is also, we have to take only positive data set. Okay, so sunny, and here it is sunny, so no change. Next, warm, here it is also warm, and here it is also warm, so no change. Next, normal and high, there is a change, so hence it is question mark. Here strong is there, so no change in the value. Here it is warm, and here it is cool, so change in the value, which is indicated by question mark, and last is also question mark. So this is the exactly maximally specific hypothesis or most specific hypothesis that will be given by FindS algorithm. Okay, so this is about the first lab program. So please go through the video that I have already uploaded in the Google Classroom regarding FindS algorithm. Thank you.